everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about no other than the latest SpaceX event, or you could call it the latest SpaceX foolery. Yes, I'll tell you right now, the last SpaceX mission where they released a Tesla Roadster into space is completely fake. Space is fake. NASA is nothing but bullshit. And yes, SpaceX, their little friend, is just the same. They are bullshitting you. And if you don't have the eyes to see it, hopefully this video will grant you that vision, because that's what I want to do. I want to show you that people are lying to you, and we can't stand for it. We can't be lied to like this on a mass scale, especially about something that is so grand and so important, like the shape of our earth and the nature of reality. We have to stand up and fight for what is real and what is true and what has proof and merit and what can be proven with your own eyes, and also what can be debunked with your own eyes and common sense. I feel like we've lost our common sense as humanity, and hopefully we can gain that back through just observing things with a closer microscope. Just, look into it, question everything. Don't listen to what I say. Go look it up after you hear what I say and do your own research. Think for yourself. Use your own senses, your own ability to come to your own conclusion. When I saw this event take place, I was very confused. I didn't understand that the car itself would be put into space and into orbit. They're telling us they put the Tesla up there in space, and here's some footage, the casual live footage. And this here just screams fake to me. And I know me saying that isn't enough. So I went and I looked further. And I'm really looking at the Earth mostly, because they're supposed to be in what they say is low Earth orbit. Meanwhile, we are seeing the whole full blue marble spinning ball Earth. And, doesn't really look like it's spinning anyway. The clouds aren't even really moving, as always. But, we'll let that slide. But when you really look at the Earth and the shape that they're portraying here, I just want to show you here on the screen. I went and I looked into it, and I looked at the shape of the curve. And, if you do some trick, you want to mirror it and, see if this really could be the ball Earth that they say we live on. That shape really isn't adding up, as you could see. I think you get the point. This is just camera trickery, and I don't even think that they are in any kind of orbit. I think this is just used with camera tricks and a green screen. And there's some good footage here that I'll enter right here. This is supposedly the rocket, letting the car out into space. And it's just bullshit. This is just where the car continues to be. It's in a little studio with a green screen behind it. And it has as almost the same kind of mechanism as a mechanical bull that is, turning this car and moving it and making it appear like it's in orbit. It's just complete bullshit. It's really sad, honestly, that this is what it comes down to try to get people, to stay with the topic of space and NASA, SpaceX. This is just an ongoing thing to try to grab in the millennials, I feel like, especially with the use of this Tesla car. And if you want to talk more about this car in general, I think that this is not even a real full-size car. I think the fact that Elon Musk is telling us here that in the press conference that he puts on a little, guy on the dashboard who's in a little Hot Wheel car.
And if you look closely, on the dashboard, there's a tiny roadster with a tiny spaceman. So, because Hot Wheels made a Hot Wheels Roadster, and a friend of mine suggested, hey, why don't you put that Hot Wheels Roadster with a tiny spaceman on the, in the car too? I'm like, that'd be cool. Sure. So we did that. It's kind of silly and fun, but I think that's, silly, fun things are important.
kind of an inception way to put it that you can't really tell the real scale of things. And I think adding that Hot Wheel car itself can change the scale perspective for you completely. You wouldn't even know if what you were looking at was a full-size car or if it was a Hot Wheel, and even what's on the dashboard could be even smaller than a Hot Wheel. If you're getting the point of what I'm saying, is this scale is completely undistinguishable by this video, this live feed, and the live feed itself has been proven to not be live already because they've edited out parts, taken out chunks. That can't really be done on YouTube, so it's interesting. And Elon Musk, in the press conference, he actually tells people with his own words that, you know, this looks so fake that that's how you know it's real. If it was being faked, we'd have better CGI.
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
It's just like he's putting it right in front of you. Just because it looks fake gives it more realness. You know, like if it was so hard to do, then it has to look kind of fake because it's just too difficult. It's, you know, you can't understand how we can't even put an HD camera that will give you good footage of 360-degree view, very simple, of space, solar system, everything. We should be able to see so much more. We should be able to see stars. We should be able to see satellites. We should be able to see other planets. We should be able to see everything. And we don't see anything. And not to mention the car itself. I'll insert some footage here where Elon Musk states that they did nothing to this car.
And, but we didn't really test any of those materials for, you know, is it space hardened or whatever, you know. So it just has the same seats that like a normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space, which I kind of like the absurdity of that.
He says, oh, we didn't even check if it was space hardened or anything like that. It's just an actual car. Nothing's been changed. Okay, if nothing's been changed, how is the paint? How are the tires with the air pressure? How is the oils and the gas within the car? How is the fluid or anything? The rubber, the plastic, the metal, all of these parts of the car, how are they sustaining the environment of space? Please explain this and tell me how they'll continue to remain pristine without any scratches or any movement or any hitting of an asteroid or a rock or space garbage that they say is floating all around. Why is anything not floating around there? And once you start asking these questions, you may come to the same conclusion that I and so many others have had, is that the earth is flat, and it's as simple as that. Love you guys. Hope you're having a great day. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.